Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the Detroit Pistons facing the Indiana Pacers. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Darko Milicic, Rip Hamilton out there with Chauncey Billups. Then it's Wallace, and it's Williamson in at the small forward.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Here's the screen. Hamilton, the pass to Williamson. Jacks up a three. Billups against Williams. Right side Billups over Williams. And the shot is long.
Gotta give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
Pass to Miller. Here's Person. Kicks to Williams. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet out. Detroit with the rebound. Billups with the ball. Wallace with a screen on Williams. Billups passes to Wallace. Oh, he misses the dunk. Down low. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Miller, no luck.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Hamilton, the pass to Williamson. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Person. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Billups against Williams. And there's the pass to Person. Left side, Miller. It's stolen by Milicic. Williamson, the pass to Billups. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. .137 left to play here in the first. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off. Excels shooting it from mid-range. Just always on the move, constantly working off screens.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Rittman against Hamilton. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Here's Wallace, and the dunk by Wallace.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Now here's Williams. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Billups. Hamilton right side. Milicic dishes to Billups. 6 on the shot clock. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now Williams. Pass to Schrempf. Fades back. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Wallace with a screen on Williams. Pass to Hamilton. Takes the 3. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Hamilton's got his second bucket of the night. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Listen, early on taking the lead, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Pacers, we've got Thompson. Schrempf is out there with Williams. Then it's Whitman. And it's Williams at the point guard. Pacers trail by 5. He can't get that one to fall. And the Pistons with possession here. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Hamilton against Whitman. Wallace right side. Here's Billups. Back to Wallace. Basket good. Wallace has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, I like how Chauncey Billups looks to share the ball. He's a sturdy point guard with a great feel for when his guys are open.
Timeout called the Pacers. It's taken away by Wallace. Outside, Billups. Here's Milicic. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
6 to shoot. Williams gets the bucket.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Miller outside, and Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Person, the pass to Williams. Williams double team. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Wallace gets a hand on it. Miller against Hamilton. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. 1:30 left in the first half. The lead pushed to double digits. Billups has got his second bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Hey, and when guys at this level are that close to the basket, they ain't missing. I mean, especially when there's no defense in the neighborhood.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And Billups over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Pacers now. Miller, the pass to McLeod. Back to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off from deep, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Billups. Good D by Miller.
I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup. Looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause the miss.
There's the screen. McLeod passes to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Whitman kicks to Schrempf. A floater, and it's sent back by Wallace. Here's the break. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. The second quarter was full of highlights for them, and as their play improved, so did their lead. They'll be carrying an 11-point edge into the second half. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of...
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You got to like what Rip has done in this game.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
On the floor for Detroit, Chauncey Billups out there with Richard Hamilton. Then it's Wallace. Then it's Darko Milicic. And it's Williamson in at the 3 spot. And Williams, here we go. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
You know, can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. And they're making it hard on themselves.
Richard Hamilton on the wing. Wallace the screen. Hamilton dishes to Billups. Back to Hamilton. There's the pick. 3-pointer. And it's Smith with the rebound. Pacers trail by 13. Person kicks to Williams. Pass to Person. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Here's Smits. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Davis, the pass to Person. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Smits missing. Pistons leading by 13. Right side Billups over Williams. The pass to Williamson. He kicks to Milicic. Inside, a second chance effort, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Billups against Williams. Another shot. Billups passes to Wallace.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Passes it to Person. Got a piece of it. Outside, Billups. They set the pick over Williams, and there's Billups. That's good. The assist by Wallace. Billups has got 4 this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection. In a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
To the inside, and it's sent back by Wallace.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Billups dishes to Wallace. That shot is off, and Indiana will go the other way with it to the paint. It's picked off, and now in transition is Wallace. Here we go. Pass to Williamson. Pistons passing it around. Picked away. Billups against Williams. Pass to Smits to end the drought. The feed to Miller. And stolen by Hamilton. And now the Pistons fast break. Hamilton's got the ball.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Both teams deciding to change it up. Hamilton hits both of them. 1:11 left in the third. Teardrop shot. Smits passes to Williams. Here's Smits. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
The Pacers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's McLeod. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Billups against Williams. Billups kicks to Hamilton. Wallace with a screen on Schrempf. Williamson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Pistons lead by 17. Williams against Billups. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And the Pistons with possession here. The pass to Williamson. Schrempf with the steal. From deep three-point range, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Davis is out there with Schrempf. Then it's Williams. Then it's Thompson. And it's McLeod. And up the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a good screen. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Williams, he's checked in for Indiana. And Detroit with a change here, too. Darko Milicic, he's checked in for Eldon Campbell.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Pistons leading by 14. Wallace with a screen on Williams. Passes it to Williamson. Wallace down low, working on Williams. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Indiana called for the foul.
And Wallace, just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
Schrempf kicks to Williams. Miller outside. There's the pick over Hamilton. Detroit with the rebound. Phillips, no good. Pacers trail by 15. Miller, the pass to Williams. Williams, double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pistons now. Detroit leading by 15. Left side, Billups. Here's Milicic. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Indiana now. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The Pacers making a change here. Persons checked in. The Pistons making a change here. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Williams. Here's Smits. Wallace covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
The shot's good.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And stolen by Wallace. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Billups dishes to Hamilton. Wallace a screen. The 3 from Billups. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Whitman.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Outside Billups. Here's Milicic. He's covered by Person. Billups passes to Milicic. Wallace right side. Clock at 4. Billups kicks to Milicic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. "27 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The screen from Thompson. Right wing. Whitman passes to Williams. Whitman against Hamilton. Pass to McLeod. Here's Whitman expanding his range. No good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did today.